Hello everybody, this is Javier, and welcome to Doki Doki Literatur Club. Uh, this was a really cool game that I've seen people play. I wanted to try it out for myself because I noticed there were a few things that some people just didn't do in their Let's Plays, and I wanted to do what I didn't see them do. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I do know that there are secrets, but I have to look into the game files and stuff. Once it gets to that, I'll put that in the video. But until then, we're just gonna play the game normally. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a little bit more. Alright. Please enter your name. Alright. Alright. I'm super excited for this game, guys. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Yes, that's what she sounds like. I overslept again. Man, I'm gonna do voices for these characters only because it's a lot of fun. So let me try and come up with one. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Javier. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Yeah, totally. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Javier, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, we have those all the time, me and Sayori. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. It's the life right there, buddy. Nothing gets better than that. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What is a NEET? In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Ugh, clubs. I never joined a club in school. Wait, that's not true. I joined the art club. It's the only club I've done. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I am the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. She's impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Could I have said meanie in any bit stranger way than this? Then I said meanie or something like that. But I meant like, meanie. I can't say meanie right. That still sounded weird. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Alright. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Yeah, anime club's where it's at, bro. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Just one cupcake. One. Okay? Serious. One cupcake. Yes! Let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Better be one really good cupcake to be selling something that precious. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Whoosh! Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? I can't do that voice. Alright. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Javier! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! Thanks. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I dare you. Just calm down. Sorry. Don't hurt me. Natsuki. Humph! The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse cursor. I didn't check my settings before I started recording. I hope you can see it. That's right! It's great to see you again, Javier. Monica smiles sweetly. This is the strangest pose ever. We do know each other well. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Boy! Bro! You are Javier. Javier. No girls out of your league, bro. You can get them all. You can catch them all. Bro, like Pokemon. Alright. Now that I've embarrassed myself, let's move on. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Javier. We made room for you at the table, so you could sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's so delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Yep, that's the girl I know. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. You go for the face, bro. Whenever somebody decorates a cupcake like that, you bite the face off first. You don't want it staring at you while you eat it. That's cruelty. Alright. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneak glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. I accidentally clicked too soon. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. I'm trying to suppress a laugh right now. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. Not for you know. You, dummy. I think I already forgot the voice I gave her. Alright. So the next time I make some food, like some really, really awesome tacos, you can't have any. Or I'll make them on your birthday and I'll give them out to the entire club. But I'll say they weren't for you. They were just for the club. Ha. That'll teach her. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the... Wrong voice. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't read. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. What's literature? Alright. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. Right at home. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Aha! Well, you know... To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget. I just spit all over myself. About the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't do the voice. Dang. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important.
I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah! Well, no, we'll do our best. You know it! No.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Javier, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. You know, Dr. Seuss is really good. You should check him out. It's my favorite anime of all time. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh! That's probably the strangest face I ever made, and I can't even see what I looked like. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change.
What am I saying?
I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is so amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. The Giving Tree was a horrifying book, guys. It's worse than Five Nights at Freddy's. That one's by Shel Silverstein, I think. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh.
Oh.
Ugh. I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. That sounded like she was being mean, but no.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a masterpiece. Why am I playing this game? Alright.
You left a master...
Oh my gosh. I keep trying to say masterpiece.
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. It's free real estate.
Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm gonna have to edit in the meme joke thing, because I can't put it in here. Because I don't really remember how it goes, but it's something about let me whisper in your ear. I'll put that in.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No,
Natsuki averts her eyes.
you wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet. But not aw. Alright.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing spirits too, Yuri?
Maybe
If you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. That's what we thought. You're too scared as well. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club.
Sorry guys, I'm talking so quickly, but I'm trying to sound more excited because I know that voice for Monica sounds a lot like the voice I have for Sayori, so I'm trying to make it sound different. Please let me know if I'm going too fast and I'll slow down for the next video.
Isn't that right, Javier?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. One problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I have bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori must have convinced me to stop by. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought, Javier.
You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? It's so unfair.
Quit with your cuteness.
Especially you. Natsuki is the cutest one out of them, but I don't mean like sexually. I just mean, like cute associated with small. It's just like she's the kid of the group, so like she's the cute one. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls.
Right.
Okay, I've decided then. I'm going to the anime club. See ya. I'm just kidding. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Natsuki's like, really? She's like, aw, man. In her eyes, she's just like, what? One by one. Oh, I already read that.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super mad. Then that settles it. No, hold on. How did Sayori sound again? Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Ah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more. Javier,
Javier, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah, me too. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Javier. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Huh, how convenient. Also, I just wanted to say to you guys, I know that this is like a horror type of game, and I'm gonna put a disclosure in the beginning of this video as a warning, because like this has to do with like depression and stuff like that. So gonna put a disclaimer in there, but I don't know why I really wanted to play this, because like this game does get really scary at some parts, and like you guys already know, I have bad experience with anime games, as you know from my Let's Play long time ago of the 5 Nights in Anime. I remember that game. It terrified me so much. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Maybe. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, so I'm going to go impress Natsuki, because I like her character more than the others. And because she likes cutesy things, gotta find the cutest things here. Oh man, I'm already screwing up. Smile. No, wrong person. Son. I'm already messing up. Covet, Destiny, Strawberry. Aha. Parfait. Yep. Lipstick. Let's see. Chocolate. Rainbow. No! I don't want you. Giggle. Haha. Sweet. No. Unending. Analysis. Portrait. Sunset. Swimsuit. Fickle. Laugh. No. Can you go away? Pink. Vanilla. Twirl. Forgive. Desire. Lazy. Anger. Graveyard. No. Desire. Twirl. Aha. Friends. Hair. Yes. Depression. Spinning. Fireflies. Clumsy. Whistle. Ocean. Defeat. Sadness. Melody. Nightgown. Fireflies. No. Why do you like everything, Sayori? I'm not trying to impress you.
Now it's fluffy skirt. Not fantasy. Yes. Rose. Dang it! Hi again, Javier. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Oh, wait. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I forgot to do her voice. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Javier. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. I think I mixed Yuri and Natsuki's voice. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Oh, man. Being threatened. Oh, crap, I've skipped some text. Shoot! Stop clicking things. I think she said something like, that's a lot of something for a small girl or something like that. I don't really know. Small, smart. What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Mananga. Mangaka. How do you, what? I don't even get that. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Javier always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Javier could become good friends too. Oh, yes we can. Yes we can. We can be the best of friends. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Oh, wait, dang it, I'm forgetting to do the voices. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Or, not really. Alright. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to... Oh. I keep getting distracted because, like, they're popping up in the front of the screen, so I think it's them talking. And I need to learn to read the name. Or when there's no name, that's me still. Alright. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Isn't that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. I think I'm forgetting her voice already. And we could, you know. Discuss it if you want.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Like this, shove it in your pocket like that. Probably snap the spine in half because you're so enthusiastic about it.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet.
Ugh! I hear
Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in class, in case she needs help. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Oh wait.
Besides, it's kinda written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Her Fae Girls. Ha! Read that whole series years ago. Alright. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey! I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. I'll tell you one thing, Javier. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah? I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. Now where did I see that before? It must have definitely been Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that's it. It's exceedingly Mo.
Don't just stand there.
A what? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Ooh, she's triggered.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Alright. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
Hmm? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
No. Maybe. I mean, yes. Yes, I am. I love the part where they play soccer on where they slam dunk the ball into the soccer net. It's my favorite part of the book. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Huh. They're talking about High School Musical, guys. I know this. Aw, dang it! I keep skipping things! I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot?
Well, obviously. You'd think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. Later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good.
I said that so creepily. I shouldn't be doing voices, really. I will never, ever have a career in voice acting, guys. Ever.
There are so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. At least I hope so. Maybe I underestimated you.
Ehehe. Ehe. Wow, Luigi. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Tell me.
I'll eat your eat your song.
I'll suck your soul out through a straw.
A what? Natsuki gives me a little shove. It just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power.
Hum. Good save.
Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something.
yeah.
Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Ha! Ha ha ha! That would be weird. Ha ha ha! Do you want to be my boyfriend?
Oh my god. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with that. Moving on. She totally did start baking just because of that manga. I just know it.
I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Ah ha ha! Ha ha!
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, Because you don't want people going around, like, teleporting and shooting rays at you through their hands. Nobody wants to be in the habit of getting Kamiha'd by people who think that they're Goku. Nobody wants that. Oh my gosh, it's a close-up. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Oh wait. Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. Her face, though, she's just like so mesmerized. I don't blame her, because I mean, look at this. Every girl is mesmerized by this. Every girl. Even if they say they don't, they're lying. Because they're more mesmerized than the rest of the normal girls. Alright. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Question mark.
You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Ah, sorry. She has no friends.
Humph. Like I could ever get my friends to read this.
Oh, she does have friends. Probably in the manga she reads. But we don't know, so I won't judge too much.
They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Yeah, me too. Erg, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Bro, you're talking about me. I'm no loser. Not a loser. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh! I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Ugh. She's like, dang, how did he know? How did he know? Ah.
So?
Ahaha.
Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
Ah!
She has like a cat tooth. You see that? It's like pointed.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her fingers on one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character.
Minori. Sayori. My gosh. Parfait Girls is based on Doki Doki Literatur Club. It's confirmed. We have strong evidence, guys. Doki Doki Literature Club is Parfait Girls. Confirmed. Hashtag your friends and tell them Javier told you this first.
You always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing your favorite manga with her friends, I can't understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone.
Eh?
Are you all ready with today? Are you all ready with today's poems?
Oh,
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Ha ha ha. Eh. Ah!
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She's like sitting here leaning on my shoulder, head, her chin's just resting right here, and she's just like reading the book. And then she looks over, she's like, "Oh my gosh!" Just whoosh. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. A whole foot. Dang. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said,
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really don't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, it looks like you're gonna start, buddy.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one.
Looks like you're spending all night reading Parfait Girls, buddy. Good thing real life me doesn't have to. Too bad for virtual video game me.
And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Literally kill you. Slowly, painfully, in the worst ways possible. All while using a spoon.
And I'm really making her creepy. And, alright. By tomorrow, I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Dragon Ball Z can wait. Naruto, I don't like Naruto. That one can just go on. I really don't like Naruto. It makes no sense to me. But that's probably because I haven't seen it in a while. But I guess that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Yes, I'm extremely terrified of what will happen if I don't finish the little girl's manga book by tomorrow. Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. It's just like he puts it in just like that into the bag. So like he puts it in and just goes. Man, with my luck, if it were really happening to me, I would definitely bend that as I was putting it in the bag. No questions asked. That's literally what would happen.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, obviously. It's not like I went online and copied one onto a piece of paper or anything like that. 'Cause that would be cheating and totally uncool. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. My hair's probably all messed up and I can't even see. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Yes, go on. Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Eh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. And now I'm gonna ruin your face.
Man, she is scary.
I hope you're happy.
What did I do? So, in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Erk!
Man, these are really funny sounds that comes out of her. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr. Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Alright. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Wow.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. I don't just like it. I love it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
I don't. Like in real life, I write sometimes, and it's usually about video games. Most of the time.
So people don't even take my writing seriously.
Other times I'll write about like superhero stuff. I'll make up my own characters. I won't like write about already existing superheroes. I'll make up my own. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I like that part. Like, I actually like that part of the poem. And that's about it. That's my favorite part.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! You guys are probably too young or naive to. I didn't mean naive, but you're probably too young to know that reference. It's from G.I. Joe, in case you didn't know. Hey, that rhymed. I could do that all the time. It's as easy as being sublime. I'm done rhyming. I can't actually do that. Alright. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yuri. She's looking like, why would anyone write a piece of garbage like this? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. She was trying to speak through her mind. She's just like staring at him like this. She's going like this, just like. Then my guy just says, hello. And she's just like, oh, I didn't realize you didn't hear any of that. I thought you could speak through your mind as well. Guess not, pleb. Let me use words like a noob. It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not.
Well, this was Natsuki.
I'm not.
So,
I just didn't put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No?
Did I just raise my voice?
I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Alright, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both of those styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Uh, um, well,
She pulls out a list like a mile long. Well, I'll just read the top 5,000 for you. Just goes down the list.
never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm breathing air. I breathe calm breathing air. I breathe calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That was deep.
I'm sorry. I must have such terrible handwriting.
You really do, because I couldn't read any of that easily. What? It's not like your handwriting was unreadable. That was the clearest writing I ever saw. I wasn't thinking that at all. Exactly what I just said. But it took you a long time to read. That's because it was so good. I just couldn't stop rereading the same part over and over again. It was definitely not because it was chicken scratched that a chicken scratched onto another chicken and then printed onto a pixelated camera filter and then wrote down. Alright, I'm done with that. Wrote it down on a stone and then printed it with a bunch of ink onto a piece of paper. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Was it too short? I don't know what she said. I think she said, was it too short?
I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory?
Oh, why did I read with Yuri's voice, my own character?
Haha.
Hoo-hoo? What?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Javier.
Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yep.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. Alright, Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Javier.
Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I am not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha ha ha.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poems, it's not just a poem. It's a Javier poem.
Thank you.
And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. With lots of feeling and extra feels.
It's like, with extra dip. I have a number 9, a number 7, number 29. I don't know how that meme goes. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Javier. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
No, that wasn't part of the agreement. Yes, I'll read your poem.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Heh heh.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to tell me out of bed, to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Just that part right there makes this the best poem ever.
I want breakfast.
We all want breakfast deep down, Sayori. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No? Dang, you figured it out. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Why do I keep trying to do the girls' voices from my own?
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school,
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. And now we have Monica.
Hi, Javier. Having a good time so far? Hi.
Ah, yeah. It's the best time ever.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up.
Wait, I'm reading for the wrong person. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. Just like a broken record, like a robot that circuits just broke down for some reason, so it's just ha 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 over and over again.
Don't worry, Javier. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Javier.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ah ha ha ha.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
Ah ha ha. If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
I said this earlier. The Giving Tree. Bruh. Yes, I've read it.
Eh?
Maybe a long time ago. Yep, me too, a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad.
Real sad. So sad, it's depressing to think about. So sad.
Right. And sometimes, they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Suki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. And they might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I could see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's right. Oh, that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ah ha ha.
Ah ha ha.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Sure, I have nothing better to do with my life. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh. Hole in Wall. A short story by Monica.
It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Wow. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Aha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening.
Whew! That's over with. I'm going home. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Suri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks.
Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Humph! If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way.
Sayori liked it,
and Javier did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring.
which I haven't yet. Ah, and Javier liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Ow! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Javier appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ah, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Javier started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Hold on. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Javier. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Javier. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Javier?
Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Oh no. I said that I was gonna go with Natsuki because like she's the one that I hardly ever see people agree with or like in this game, but I don't want to upset Yuri either. If I call in Sayori, she's probably just gonna get yelled at by them, and she's probably going to... They're probably... Both Natsuki and Yuri are probably gonna dislike me too. But like, who do I choose? I'm gonna go with Natsuki.
Yuri.
Why am I doing a voice for me? Just my normal voice. Yuri, you're really talented.
Well...
But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I rack my brain and attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah! I did it! It did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know.
That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so, you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki.
Ah!
Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Javier. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about,
Natsuki glances around the room.
would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Humph. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori. She's embarrassing her so much.
I'll go make some tea.
Whoosh. She got out of there quickly.
I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Javier. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Ha.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere?
No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica.
Eh?
About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Ha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Javier?
No. Javier, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Yeah, sure. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Javier, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Hehehe.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion. That's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Javier, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end this video here. This is a really cool start to the game, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it with you guys. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any game suggestions, please let me know, and I'll try and make them work. But other than that, this was Javier, and I will see you next time. See you guys.
Back from the dead.